Hello and welcome, my Aquarius friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. This is going to be a group reading for my friends born under the Aquarius zodiac sign. Today we're going to explore what you can expect from the month of November, obstacles and challenges that you're going to face, and more importantly, guidance and strategies to overcome those challenges. The deck I chose for this reading is the Spiral Tarot. Then I'm going to end off the session with a blessing from the Energy Oracle. Like always, there are links below to both these fantastic decks, so should they speak to you, you can go check them out for yourselves. Alright, my Aquarius friends, let's see what the cards have to say. Oh, we got a jumper. I didn't even get the question out. What card symbolizes November for my Aquarius friends? So what was very clear for you is going to be really unclear. The Seven of Cups. This card is known as the Seven Deadly Sins. It brings a lot of mystery and uncertainty and kind of a mist, a veil, if you will, throughout the month. There's going to be many situations where you're going to be unclear and unsure about how to go forward. Alright, if that's not challenging enough, let's find out what your major challenge is. We have another jumper. What is the major challenge that my Aquarius friends will face? I got another jumper in November. Shockingly enough, there's a couple of them. The first one, your first challenge is the King of Swords. He's the one that jumped out when I said challenges. He's going to be your major challenge. The King is the fully developed personality, and the Sword is all about truth and knowledge. That head aspect is going to be very hard. You're not going to be able to use that knowledge and head as much as you'd like. The Seven of Cups adds too much uncertainty. It clouds his vision and he doesn't do well with cloudy. Things have to be very black and white for him. That mist is going to cause confusion for the king. Then we had the ninth card in the Major Arcana, the Hermit. What's also going to be a problem is that because there's so much confusion and uncertainty, we're going to do what we used to do as a kid. I'm just going to hide. That need to go inwards is going to feel strong. November's not about inwards. This is all about trying to move yourself forward in a physical manner rather than that spiritual aspect, which isn't going to help because moving forward in the physical aspect without the knowledge piece can be sometimes of a bit of a challenge. Let's break down November. What can my Aquarius friends expect for the beginning of November? There's going to be hope at the end of the rainbow. An Ace of Swords. Aces are a gift. Swords are about that truth that we're going to need, that knowledge piece. One of the cups is going to really shine, and it's going to shine bright. You're going to need to use your intuition and heart. Go heart-centered rather than head-centered to find that one piece that makes sense and go with it. Once that cup shines bright, make sure you grab hold of it so that you can gain that knowledge and move yourself forward. Because like I said, this is on the physical realm, not the spiritual realm. Alright, what about the middle of the month? What can my Aquarius friends expect from the middle of November? And that's the Four of Wands. We're going to get some stability. Fours are about their stable foundational number. This knowledge is going to be leading to some clarity through the mists and confusion that the Seven of Cups brings. And it's going to cause some foundation, some structure and support, which is going to help us kind of take that next step forward. This Four is going to help us create that foundation for that next step, if you will. Let's look at the end of November. What can my Aquarius friends expect for the end of November? the Three of Cups. Threes are all about expression and growth. Cups, that intuition and emotion. You're going to find with this stability becomes celebration. The Four of Wands and the Three of Cups are all about celebration. You're going to take that aha moment and you're going to start to weave it together to cause that stability and a little bit of abundance that you're hoping for in November. Seems pretty good, right? You do have to realize that we are going to be having our head really screaming at us and things happen and be scary because we've got the Seven of Cups at the helm. It's not as clear cut as this row wants you to think. All right, let's look at what will help overcome the challenges. What will help my Aquarius friends overcome challenges at the beginning part of the month? That's a great way to start the challenge. Supports the sun. She kind of evaporates some of the mist and uncertainty that the Seven of Cups brings. We're still going to have a problem, a disconnect with the knowledge piece. The king has been toppled. So that knowledge piece isn't going to be very helpful. And that toppled king is really going to make us want to go inward. However, when we stay true to the course, you're going to see that the sun is shining and that we're starting to create some amazing celebratory events in our lives. That foundation piece, that next stage. So making sure that you stay in the physical rather than going into the spiritual or emotional realm will be really important throughout November. All right, what will help my Aquarius friends in the middle of the month? That's the King of Cups. Like I said, that emotion is going to be really important, that intuitional, especially your intuitional creativity. The king is the controller of, he's the fully developed personality, and the cup is about intuition and emotion. He is able to control things, and that control is going to help create that stability. We have that instability and kind of that really chaotic control kind of on the forefront of November. He brings in more stability and the ability to control our emotions. Our mind may be all over the place. However, emotionally, we're going to find that we're pretty stable. That stability is going to create that Four of Wands for us. Also, his connection into his intuition will help, actually not only help you with this sword and really finding where that aha moment is, he's going to help you kind of navigate the mists and confusion that the Seven of Cups will bring out throughout the month. All right, and finally, what will help my Aquarius friends at the end of November? That's the Eight of Pentacles. Eights are all about movement and manifestation. Pentacles, growth and abundance. Like I said, you're going to find that prosperity and celebration at the end of November. We're going to be entering into December on really a high note, if you will, because you're going to have, no, don't get me wrong, it's not going to be all party at the end of November. There is work that you need to do. There's work on this piece, this aha moment. It will carry throughout November. However, you're going to be entering into December on a really good note. You're going to really feel good about things. You're going to feel good about the work that you put in. And there's a catch here. You need to put the work in. It's not something that will just happen. This is a map. You could have a map of a country and never do anything with it. However, a map of a month, the month will happen. And what happens in November, well, will directly impact what happens in December. So it's up to you. All right, what further guidance can we give my Aquarius friends that will help them overcome the challenges of November? We have a jumper. Oh, it's a cool jumper. I haven't seen her in a bit. The moon. She's the 18th card in the Major Arcana. And it talks about mystery and the unknown. That moon is going to really add to the uncertainty of the 7. However, the intuition that is connected into the moon, because usually Pamela Coleman Smith in the original deck has kind of this body of water, a pond if you will, and something crawling out of it. Allowing that intuitional creativity to really spring forward and embrace this process will help you move forward. There's also a bit of a balance. Again, with the original deck, there was a dog and a wolf. That duality and really tapping into your personal repertoire of abilities and skills and allowing that kind of dangerous wild side out a little bit, and not to detriment of yourself, but to that creative and that intuitional creativity will really spring forward on that Ace of Swords. All right, what final information can we help my Aquarius friends out with? Got a jumper to overcoming the challenges brought on by November. And that's the 9 of Pentacles. 9s are about all that hard work that you've put into things, all that you've achieved. The 9 of Pentacles talks about really that abundance piece. The 9 of Pentacles usually shows a woman in a garden or an orchard or something where there's lots of life. She has worked hard at this. We know she's worked hard. There's a little snail here. Maybe hard to see and pick up on camera. We've got brown on brown. This has taken a while. This is what you've achieved throughout your life. And you should be really grateful and thankful and blessed by what you have. This process adds to it. It gives you more skills and abilities, and with the moon here, really creative and unexpected abilities that you may not have had given if the knight or the king hadn't been toppled on his side. And I'm being screamed at. We've got some multiples that I didn't mention. So the angel messages, we've got double kings. When you have double kings, they're 14. They're the 14th card in the Minor Arcana. You're looking at an angel message that symbolizes spiritual growth, and that you should really be putting out that energy of love and light, because that's what you're going to get back in, and that's going to be an important piece. There's a lot of uncertainty and mystery within November. However, if you're putting out that love and light energy, that's what you're going to get back. All right, see what your shadow self wants to add? That's the 4 of Swords. Like I said down here, whoops, 4s are about stability and foundation. The 4 of Swords talks about that need for rest and rejuvenation. The 4 of Swords is always about that kind of pause moment. And that's really important. Throughout November, actually throughout November for everybody, I've been noticing an increased need for people to work on self-care and self-love, and giving them that space and time to work on that healing piece for themselves. We have the ability to heal ourselves. We just actually need to take the time and energy to do so. As you do that in this process throughout November, you're going to find that the 3 of Cups really sings at the end of the month. All right, let's end off on a blessing. What blessing can we bestow on my Aquarius friends for the month of November? Oh, I got a jumper. She's got a very kind of justice feel. The 6th card in the deck, contract. That's very interesting. The contract that they're talking about is your Akashic records. And that's, Akashic records is a record of everything that's happened in the universe at any given time. It's like, think of it as a huge library. And this library holds kind of the big brother events of the world. Everything that happens gets stored in this library. and everything that's going to happen. It's a huge thing. Anyway, what you're looking at, when we have our own personal Akashic records. So we have created contracts throughout our lives. And those contracts, and when I say lives, I mean throughout the multiple lifetimes that we've lived. We contracted with our guides for them to be part of our journey. We've contracted with different beings throughout our different journeys. So we have all these contracts. Some of them have expired, some of them haven't. Some of them are still held over our heads and we just don't know it. Part of that self-healing is going to be really looking at some of the contracts that you're holding and really kind of diving into them. You have a contract with your guides. Reflecting on that. Working with them on that piece. That intuitional and emotional piece is really important. We've got a lot of really major cup action happening. Yes, November's not a time to go inwards. However, you can still connect in with your guides and your guardians and look at some of those contracts. You can gain guidance and support from your guides on what contracts you should really be focusing on. For those who wish, you can pause the video here and reflect on the cards. This is a group reading, however I drew, or in many cases the cards flew out for my Aquarius friends. What further information do they hold? Like I said, this is a group reading. If you're looking for a more personal or specific reading, you can follow the link below and schedule a private reading with myself. Also, for those who are interested, I will be running online introductory and interactive classes through Zoom over the next couple of months. The first one is on November 11th, where I'm going to be running my Introductions to Angels and Archangels class. Then on December 9th, I'm going to be running my Introduction to Connecting, which is a channeling class. If you're interested in both or either of these classes, you can find out more information and register on my website. I provided a link below, so it'll take you straight to my classes page where you can check things out further. I hope you found this video fun and helpful and that you're able to gain some insight and direction into what November is going to hold for you. I'm going to continue to create more fun and dynamic videos. If you have any suggestions or thoughts, please leave it below. I'm always up for feedback from my friends. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. You never know where I'm going to go next, and I'd hate for you to miss a video. Also, if you like this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. Some of the tiers, the perks are private readings with myself. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out. Until tomorrow, my Aquarius friends.